Great.
Have that
That's a
many.
great tip.
There we go.
Leave
Got
meeting.
it. Leave meeting every
Meetings
time.
are the worst.
Do we introduce ourselves again, or do we just refer them to the first video? Because
I mean, honestly, like
And I'm
like
Tits. I'm Ron Burgundy.
I'm wrong, Burgundy. That would be, I think that would be an ideal way to introduce. I know I have to get actually an actual introduction for myself because I've not actually properly done it. I don't think ever. So I think I should, yeah. That I think would, yeah. So I'm gonna try that. Hello, hi everybody. It's me, Liam, your dungeon daddy. I'm very glad to be here.
Are you?
Yeah. Woot woot. Yeah, there we go. Point the finger right at me. Yeah, excited to be here, guys. Holy shit, this is gonna be fun. I'm actually really excited for today's session. So yeah, welcome to this session of the Fuckstick Fuckers. We're very happy to have you with us. We got all the wonderful people around here. We got David Wilson, we got Padon Knox, we got Monika Gunn, and yeah, and we're sending love to our very lovely sorcerer boy Ben Omen, who's not with us right now. He's good, but you know he's not here, so gotta send him love. Yeah, I honestly don't think there's much to really announce. What is it actually? My company, Novice DMing, we got a couple things going on. First of all, our main community campaign has booked up its fifth and final seat. So woo! All right, really happy about that. It's so awesome.
Awesome. I didn't even know that, so that's awesome.
Yeah, it's really awesome. I'm really happy. It literally just happened when I sent out a post that made a lot of people on Edmonton's D&D chapter cry, which is great. Not cry, just question the concept of payment in general. And then what was it?
What is money?
Yeah, what is money? But
but a concept.
Money's
honestly,
not real. It's okay.
I genuinely feel that if we wanted to
It's all a hologram.
I genuinely feel that if we wanted to make and allow for like a socialist utopia, if every single nerd who was like vocalizing like we shouldn't have to pay for fun, we shouldn't have to pay for these things, I agree fully. And I wish those people felt the exact same way about like capitalism and like conservative politics and everything like that. That would be perfect. If we just got a group of nerds getting upset about that.
You said we were being controversial last week?
You already talk about politics. You're like,
what am I saying, man?
This is some propaganda bullshit right here.
Yeah, that's what
we
I'm
were talking
saying.
about like Pop-Tarts or some shit last week, and Liam's like, whoa.
It's like Tim Hortons.
This is controversial. And then this week he's like, so like, fuck all the conservatives, right?
No, I'm
He's
saying
like, all that shit. He's just like, get rid of them all.
We could
live in Alberta, Liam. Alberta.
We're not held down.
You get rid of 90% of my family.
We're on the internet now. It doesn't matter. Politics is a construct that doesn't exist on the
God.
I'm confused.
Stay confused, David. Be innocent.
Okay, I'm gonna stay innocent and confused.
That way nobody can come at you.
the company that I'm running that is open to everyone is doing well, guys. I'm really excited. Yeah, and we also have the summer camp that's coming up very soon for Dungeon Masters, which I'm really excited for, happening in July. Yes, those are available spots right now. Going to be like advertising that more. Essentially, it's an 8-day course where talk about the foundations of dungeon mastering. It's essentially for anybody who wants to get into DMing, and then if people want to refine their skills, they can book like an individual day of the 8 days. The 8th day is a day where we have like players come in and practice like the mechanics that we develop within the actual course load. So yeah, it's got a little bit of everything. Yeah, I'm really excited. Yeah, and we also have
Liam finished the D&D world.
Yeah, and we also have 2 new DMs that I'm bringing on to help kind of expand it out into the world. So we'll see how that goes too. I'm really excited to have them. Their names are Jeremy and Gloria, or Angelica. Yeah, so we're gonna see how everything goes with that. So yeah, after my very very controversial opinions, like all of a sudden shared out with that. let's bring it back into this. I don't think there's really any major announcements regarding the game. Did send oh no, let's see. Shoot. Oh yeah, just wanted to also reiterate one of the things that happening presently in Alberta and making just awareness with it in general is the wildfires are still happening, and we hope that any of our friends and family are like safe. I think of the evacuation notices have like stopped, but the fires are still going. So I do hope that all of our friends are like okay, and to any like service people, firefighters that are part of that, both volunteer and who hold that position, that they are also keeping safe and are okay during this. Thank you very much for your service, and thank you guys so much for just supporting your family and friends throughout this time. Yeah, I don't think there's anything major in the regards for other announcements for myself. Do any of you guys have anything, or is that it?
Got nothing.
I don't think so.
We usually don't, but you know, and one of these days we do. You'll know.
One of these days, I really can't wait for Monika to make an announcement. That will be glorious.
Oh God.
That being said, does anybody have any questions regarding character stuff? Anybody at all?
It's the 15th
No.
day, right?
Yep.
Yes, it's the 15th of May.
I had to remember from what Padon was just like. I was like 13th. He's like 15th. No.
Yeah, because I got paid today. Woo!
Woo!
Party.
Money. Woo! Capitalism. Woo!
Yeah, capitalism. Love it.
Hookers and cocaine.
Funny.
Yes.
So do.
Just like the silence of yes. Okay. Let that hang in. Did you just do the intro? Monika. If Monika's going to bring us into
Yeah,
the
do it,
No,
Monika.
I'm good.
Do it.
I'm good.
Without further ado,
Williams
Monika,
gimmick.
you want to get us into the
No, I
world
don't want to take it away. Liam, you do it so perfectly.
Do it.
You do it
Oh, come
so
on,
good.
Monika. I believe in you.
Come on, I
Oh,
believe in you.
God.
Go.
Oh, fuck.
Monika.
It's like,
Monika.
okay. I've never done it before, but I've seen it a million times.
Are we still talking about the theme?
Okay, it's like, dude, I don't know. It's just like, last on like the sick fuckers.
That's like perfect. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. We're getting into the session for the fuck sick fuckers.
exactly.
And we're back.
We broke Liam. Okay.
We got
Have
this.
somebody
Okay.
like you know, make an actual intro. It was with Liam's voice though, but like a whole bunch of other shit on the screen.
Like
Just really
impressive animation, but just my goofy.
Oh yeah, 100%.
For my friends out there in the animation industry who want to support my company, that'd be amazing. Okay.
Do it.
So when last we left off with the fuck sick fuckers, y'all were still in Ysgard. Specifically, we were focusing on the moment in which Nyxi, you were on the within Talos, the elder god of storms kingdom, retrieving spirit stones to be brought and to be kind of like focused within their energy to kind of open up their attunement power, so that you guys would be able to have your souls and your spirits manifest into whatever like inner plane of existence you were going to go to. It was like kind of like making sure you could have a corporeal form within your soul, so you wouldn't just like evaporate into the cosmos. You during your journey, you were able to make contact with the Dajini that was like kind of like manufacturing these, or getting them prepared to the point where they could be actually properly attuned and all that. You were with a party of people that you had been training with since your time in Ysgard here. Namely Grick, the ogre that you had been training with, lifting boulders, getting strong, getting right. Bryn, the improvised trapper. You also were with Rognell, the captain, and the individual that kind of like help you with a lot of military strategy and such, and trying to help prepare you in the ways of like expanding yourself beyond just simple artificer alchemical practices. You were also with Niheimendor or Rod, the Kodal that was like kind of like partner with you, as well as Diablo, your fairy dragon. You were able to successfully capture the Djinni, but you were told by him that it would probably look good if you left someone behind. You decided not to because of how Bryn was reacting to you wanting to leave Grick behind, who's a deep friend of hers, and then also you didn't want to leave Rognell because of what he meant to you. You then escaped the kingdom with the assistance of a giant rock filled with, like, festered with demons that crashed into Dothrama, the adult red dragon that belonged to General Karieth, the Githyanki commander that was like kind of like watching and trying to, like, you guys had basically sent away and fought. When you left without with the Djinni, but also without allowing for anyone to be left behind, the voice of Talos came into your mind, and you were marked, speaking essentially to you in a base that I could not achieve. He was essentially telling you, or basically challenging you that if you believe that you are going to, he's trying basically to bring his power, and you've interfered with him trying to bring his power into the material world enough, going to destroy you for that. You then went with, in this, when people were trying to come and attack you, you then abandoned Rognell, Grick, and Bryn all to get onto Rod and fly away, even with this decision. So essentially nothing major changed, except you now have the god chasing after you, and
you make me sound so bad. You make me sound like
I mean,
decisions
things sound bad when you really look at them. So
yeah,
I have nothing to add to that.
I have nothing further.
Yeah.
Nothing to add to that,
It isn't the consequences of my own act.
Nyxi for last like 5 games.
You were then flying to Ynix Palace, the ancient champion bronze dragon that had allowed their palace to, after defeating a Titan baby, you guys essentially, you went to their palace, which had turned into like kind of a sex place, like a big orgy site. Nice.
It was a party.
A bunch of like celestial champions, beings meeting each other, getting into each other's kinks, and having a good time. Except for Zummyar, who was not having a good time.
Having a great time.
He's trying his best.
But you guys had made friends with Hivelock, or Meave, the Beholder, with articulated teeth and very pinkish purple skin. You guys were having a great time, and then you met a mage who sent off a very strange, like, sex call to Nyxi. And then Nyxi had come to the area to meet with you guys. When you guys were all kind of relaying and hanging out, you guys saw that the Armageddon of Talos had been sent onto you at that point, and you were all in the process of being, you guys were basically going to be attacked in that instant. But you guys were able to successfully escape with a teleportation spell, like a wish cast by this Djinni. And then you guys were able to go into the secret demiplane with me, Meave, that belongs to Palomina, this powerful enchantress, who you guys had met in a secret location in Ysgard, not knowing that she had set a trap that is designed to make sure no one can just simply teleport into her special demiplane. And you guys were all hit with a prismatic spray that left literally all of you frozen in stone. The
For
only
all
thing
of
that
eternity, apparently.
Yeah, literally. The only thing that, and it hit the Djinni as well, the only thing that saved you, and I can't believe this, was the Beholder that I improvised for you fucking crazy people. And you guys were able to survive with Maeve's help, and then were able to unpetrify yourselves, and now here you are in Palomina's little demiplane. Just allowing yourselves.
Richard would have found us. I feel like Richard would have found us. He would have helped.
I don't know.
So here we are in the moment of you all kind of waiting for Palomina to kind of go through the process of allowing these spirit stones to be attunable to all of you. She's kind of off in her back corner area where you are, you kind of see it's a little bit of a workshop space, like off to the side. You guys have a full kind of array. It's not like a big demiplane. It's a little bit expanded upon of a standard one. But, you know, you have your basic entrance, and then there's an area that allows for you to kind of like look at a library of scrolls and spell books and journals. And then there's kind of like a little armory of enchanted items. Yeah, you guys are just kind of in the space. I want to just kind of ask. I'll let you know presently that Meave is in the area with their central eye closed and their other eye stalks just kind of like looking around. Meave is just, you know, going back into his like magic everywhere kind of thing. I don't want to be a burden. And so he closes his eyes to make sure, or his central eye to make sure there's not an issue.
All right. Zummyar just needs to take a minute. I think he's just gonna go like sit in a corner and meditate for a little bit. Just try to clear his brain from all the shit that's been happening.
For sure.
Well, he has like 1 second of downtime.
Faelyn is aware that the last time she was here, she kind of turtled into the grass and so missed a lot of the cool shit that's around. I'd like to do some sort of gentle investigating and see what I see.
Sure. You can make an investigation check, or you can make an Arcana check if you want.
All right. I will. What would she do? I think she'd go investigation. They're both -1 for me, so.
Sounds good.
That is a 16. Good start.
A 16, fantastic. Looking in, or what's the kind of area, the general area that you're kind of, I mean, you guys you have the whole space to kind of look. So you would look at the library that's featured, the little table shop workspace that she has, some of even the side area that's kind of like, it's kind of like the main foyer. There's like 2 staircases that go up. One's like a ramp and one's like an actual staircase. And what happens here is you start paying attention to the area and start noticing that it's a little bit of like a specialized close training ground area, but more like a practice laboratory in a way. It's for an individual who's curated a lot of knowledge, who wants to keep it safe, but also someone who wants to expand upon her own kind of research. What you notice is that a lot of the books and scrolls that are featured are kept in a very like set thing of like magical schools. And also they're like divided by magical schools and individuals that could potentially cast these kinds of spells. The scrolls that she has an abundance of, I would say, would be let's see. I wouldn't say that you would be mastery in terms of understanding all of the levels of schooling, but I would say that in investigating, you notice the abundance are like wizard and sorcerer spells. There's a little bit wizard, sorcerer, and cleric spells. The lack thereof would probably be paladin, warlock, and I would think she probably doesn't have a lot in this department, but probably druid spells. She has a few of them, but they're more tied to like some ranger aspects, but not really a lot of druidic magic. Okay. Weapons-wise, there's a lot of stuff here that you can see are simple kind of weapons, nothing really. It's like, it's the idea that you find someone's junk pile, but when the junk pile was really well treated. Like it was like the junk was what they loved. And so they took the time to make quarterstaves nice, or polish up some looking, you know, hinky-dinky morning stars, you know, and it really caused them to have something that was a little bit special. The armor area, there's like a little bit of armor. There's not a lot. But in that, you find that there is like some kind of like minor enchantments put upon some little pieces of armor or cloaks. You can also see that there's like capes, shoes, just little casual things that could make anybody else that isn't like, a big warrior type, which she obviously isn't, effective.
Okay. In that case, I would like to, I think, she's going to wander over and, may I have a word, Palomina? Are you able to be bothered right now?
She's currently, you can see that she's like channeling a lot of energy, focusing on like these spirit stones, trying to like
No,
kind of
I
like
will wait. I will wait.
No,
problem.
it is quite all right. One of the brilliance about being a well-schooled wizard is that you are able to direct your focus on multiple things at the same time. And she just points a finger, and just all of a sudden a notepad comes up right next to you. It's like clicks a little like a button on a pen, and it just like starts jotting down some stuff. Like it's like scribes down an individual's name and just like kind of thing.
Wow.
What is it that I could be able to help you with?
When you have a moment, again, first of all, apologies for my lack of judgment. Again, but I'm wondering about two things. I'm wondering if you have anything here that might help push a demon out of a person. We have our friend, you may remember, who has, I don't fully understand it, I'm just an elf, but apparently Inagu is in him or has taken him over, and if there is anything you might have, a spell or a potion that might aid us in.
As soon as you mention like Yanagu and you mention all this stuff, like she said that I could take your notes now all at once, the pen and the hanging notepad like takes a couple things and all of a sudden drops to the ground as she just kind of like stops for a second, and you start to see the enchantment starts to die out a little bit in the stone, and she's like, oh shit. All right. Sorry. Okay.
I should have waited.
That's a lot. I mean, a simple request I would have been like, where do I find a cool bow? Or what do those shoes do? I was not expecting exorcism. Okay.
As you may have gathered, we're not we do take left turns rather quickly.
Oh yeah, there's left turns and then there's this. So they're like, well, it's interesting. So what do I put my focus into? Yeah, I'll put this aside. Okay, so she just puts the spirit stone to the side of the table just to kind of put it. She's like, there's no way she can accurately answer this question. She's gonna take some time in doing this, but it's like this is like kind of pressing. Okay, so if exorcism is what you're looking for, you're going to need to be able, I would say, and you should probably write this down. She points to the pad itself for you to take it. So you're talking, okay, so this is a difficult thing. You're not just talking about any demonic entity, correct? You're talking about an actual lord of an abyssal layer, and you're talking about something like this, okay. Now, abyssal layers and the structure of it is something that I'm a little familiar with. I know names, I know common names, I know well-known demons, and I mean, the very fact that you just mentioned the oldest demon in non-existence is fascinating. But the difficulty is that if you were to exorcise a demon, you would need quite a few things. You would need material components regarding high expense, like diamonds that can focus that kind of magical energy. You would need personalized effects. You would need to understand this individual's history. You would need to know how they connected with this demon in the first place. You would also need to make sure that the individual was willing in spirit and strong in it. You would also need to make sure that you had the right facilities. Not just acolytes, but, like clearly connected priests, but also the level of the demon is one other thing. Like a priest can work only so much. when you're dealing with greater deities, a priest, or even a full-on, clergy, if you're working with an entire, like a bishop or someone like the chancellor of an entire religious organization, someone that could potentially help on that understanding of like high-level divine order, that could help you. But then you also need to understand that if you're dealing with a greater deity or a greater being, you need to be able to go to a place where that power is focused. So you need to go to a powerful place of worship, a well-established place. And I'm not just talking about a church, I'm talking about a place that was founded on religious doctrining, like a theocratic society, or some place where, like a great holy city, or a place that has long extended histories of this nature. That's what you need if you're dealing with like an archdemon, like a greater demon, maybe even an elder demon or something. But you're talking about a demon lord, one who controls stuff of that nature. So you need to also have someone who's experienced in the ways of exposed elements, like a true cleric in the sense of the word, like an adventured, skilled cleric, one who's excelled beyond the levels of what mortaldom can allow in divine power, one who may have even like actually captured their deity's divine presence. So essentially, you're looking at highly specific things just to be able to theoretically remove a demon from a soul, but that's even to say if the creature is even connected or possessed by the soul.
I see. I look sad. I understand. I appreciate you taking the time to answer.
I mean, there's also the easier answer. We could purge the soul. That's quicker.
Oh.
Yes, but that also requires you to be able to find an individual that can purge the actual soul within, and that is more violent towards the actual individual that carries it. So if you were to purge a soul, it can be done, but it is quite dangerous.
Understood.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you. Even that information helps. Perhaps my second question is easier. Do you have a magic arrow that I could use to kill Talos?
You said magic arrow, and she grabbed a stone, and you put Talos, and I think she just kind of, let me just see something here. She cracked the stone in her hand. Like she just broke it. Just straight up. As the dust falls from her hand, she scatters it and goes, okay. No. No, I don't. No one does. No one has that. And if they did, well, I think that you would already not have to deal or ask that question because you wouldn't know who Talos was.
Hey, I think I'll go sit over here.
Yeah, that sounds, and I'm going to do this.
Mr. goes back to her grass spot.
Viscera.
Sorry. Oh my God.
Who's that?
Faelyn goes back to her grass spot and sits down quietly and looks a little sheepish. Actually, a lot sheepish.
Purple devil creature spawns up.
Turns into a purple tiefling.
Yeah, it turns into a purple tiefling.
Perfect. Okay, so with that, as you go back to your little spot of grass just to reconnect with to get grounded, Nyxi, is there anything you're doing?
So I'm walking up to her and I'm asking, is there anything that could kill a giant storm king?
Okay. Look, this is not. This is. Listen.
I gotta ask. It's just a giant.
Explain
Not
to
as bad as
me.
Talos.
What is happening? Like I don't understand. I mean, I get it. I was like in a party of adventurers for a good while. It was a lot. And
it was
this. Oh yeah. It was I'm here. So obviously I get it. But also, okay, so please, do I have something that could kill a Storm King?
Giant, yes.
A Storm
It's
Giant.
not as bad as Talos. Talos is kind of like a one up from that. So like something like one down from that, I thought you might be able to.
Do you
No?
have a specific Storm Giant in mind?
I don't know his name, but it's from he's from our world. And I only know that he's a Storm King, the giant Storm King.
Okay.
That's all I know.
Is he a Storm King or is he the Storm King?
I'm pretty sure he's the Storm King, if I remember what our Digini is. we made a lot of friends and a lot of enemies. I don't know what to tell you.
This is we you're talking about. This was all Nyxi.
Whoa! The Richard thing was not me.
Under the bus.
One of the three problems was not me.
I like that Zummyar is just meditating in a corner, missing all of this right now.
I don't feel like he can.
I need to
right
cleanse.
now.
I need to cleanse all the things that have come through.
Zummyar is gonna come back like, and see Palomina just like,
and it's her turn to go to like meditate. Or like, here's a better question.
I should have gone to that monastery back like 30 years ago. All right.
It's Paladina, right?
All right.
Right?
Okay.
Excuse me. It's Paladina, right?
Okay.
Palomina.
Palamina,
Okay.
sorry.
That's
Palamina.
that. We don't need to do that.
I just want to double check because I didn't want to be rude. So Palamina, if we can't do that, is there a way to, take a Digini's, like, you know how it's like bound to somebody, like that master servant relationship? Is it like, can we break that if it's, let's say, attached to a Storm King? I'm making this easier for you. I don't know what else to say.
You're not making this easier for me. You're not making this easier for me. This isn't
Is there like
easier.
a spell or like?
This is easier. This isn't like this. I don't know what you think. I don't know what you think makes it easier. Like, okay, I was gonna ask you. Like, I was gonna readily ask you to be kind and polite and not assume. Is this Digini, is it tied to, this Storm King? And you just said it. You just said to me that the Storm King belongs to this creature. Yes.
That to serve Talos. He gave it up as a gift to serve Talos. So you see where everything's connecting.
I see. I understand. So let me get this straight. Okay, so let me understand here. So you're talking not just about a Digini that is tied to Talos, but because of I understand. So you're not talking just about a Digini that's tied to the Storm King. That's one thing. Okay. You're talking about a Digini that is given as a sign of devotion. It's an offering essentially from a religious devotee, fanatic in probably some cases. You're talking about someone who gave an offering as a Digini, which is already in itself a powerful being. You're talking about how to sever that connection between the Storm King and that Digini, yes?
Yes, exactly. You got it right on the money. So do you have something like that?
I'm so glad I have that right on the money.
Right on the money. I call her over to Faelyn. She's really good. I like her. She's really smart. I have a good feeling about this, Faelyn. As I holler at her. I have a good feeling.
You're new to me.
Yes, ma'am.
What is your name?
My name is Nyxi. Nice to meet you.
Nyxi, I want to tell you something, and I want you to be honest with me. I'm going to ask you this right now.
Okay.
I don't know if this is what you all need. I don't. Maybe I need it. Maybe it's just the first thing that came to my mind. I have a. There's something I have within my possession. It's in one of my books. Now, this might delay some of the enchantment for all of you, but I could certainly. I just want to put this as an option. Do you want me to wipe your collective memories in this moment?
No. Why would you do that?
Because, to be completely honest, the fact that you are not overwhelmed by any one thing that you have mentioned to me is a lot. Like,
Oh, I'm panicking. I just like to hide it.
I understand too. You're not all mortal, like simple mortal, like humans. I get that. I mean, I as an elf, I understand. But you have to understand. There's a lot that you've just asked me, and I'm not just trying to search for something. I know that there's actually a process you can go through potentially. But again, it's difficult to say because I know of the Storm King through reputation. I've heard of it through stories. It's not a question of that you're dealing with just simple tasks. You're dealing with beings of great reputation through the cosmos in this. It's
That's exactly, yes, that's correct.
Stop saying it as if this is normal. Stop it.
I don't know what you want from me.
Well, what I want is this. So you're asking me the simple question: how do I break the bond essentially of the genie? How do I do that?
Yeah.
And how do you break it from the Storm King specifically? That is what you're trying to do.
Yes.
All right.
Ma'am.
Might I ask why?
Because I made a deal with the genie that's on my hip right now, and if I don't fulfill that, my whole soul is gone. Like I'm dead. So I just thought that it was inhumane for somebody to have to work as a slave.
Mm-hmm.
And so I didn't think it through. Now that I've gotten lectured a million times by my comrades.
Mm-hmm.
But my morals still stand, and my decision still stands that nobody should have to work for somebody and not be given the choice of freedom. And that's why I made the decision I did. Hindsight probably could have went a bit differently, but now I'm stuck like this. So I was just wondering if we could graciously get your help.
You are a very noble creature, Nyxi, and I respect that about you. Give me an insight check, please.
Oh God. Give me an insight.
She thinks you're a fucking idiot.
She does, and it's a 4.
And I rolled a 3 + 1.
Nyxi, the fact that this person just said that you are a noble individual means that you did the right thing. Like you did the best possible thing you could have done.
Now she's gonna think she did the right thing.
Absolutely. Like you are. There's Pelor. There's Pelor. There's his archangels, and then there's you. Like you're just like that freaking good of a person. You're good, Nyxi. You don't have to worry about nothing. So this is the thing you need to consider. What is the stipulation of the deal exactly? What was the stipulation? Was the stipulation that you made the deal that you needed to break the bonds in order to do this? And what was the contract laid out? What was the circumstance?
I break the bonds between them and the Storm King, and they can be free. And they wouldn't kill me in the moment. And if I fulfill those wishes, I won't die later on when
What is it exact? But this is what I mean, is that you could just simply say, okay, I could break the bonds or not, but what is it exactly that it allows you to do? I'm assuming that this bondage is kind of like you have it, so it's like you get powers from it.
I get 3 wishes. I already did 1.
You already did one. Okay. So I would recommend not using the others until you are fully aware of how you can potentially just like break the bonds of this Storm King. Now
That
here's
was my plan, yes.
here's the thing to consider. To break the bonds of a fanatic devotee, because the bonds mean that they belong to the Storm King. It's a strange thing. It's not like they belong to Talos. It was an offering, but the bonds are still to the Storm King. That's a good thing. That means that Talos didn't really maybe consider much about the offering, which goes to show you that he doesn't care too much about those that follow him. But what that means is that the Storm King essentially still holds that power. And as long as they hold that power, it's because they hold their station. And so essentially you would need to strip the Storm King of their station, which is incredibly difficult to do. It's not a simple matter of planting, like political machinations. You could do that. Storm King is a great power, an ancient being that has existed for millennia and has been, is one of the great rulers of the current ordning. They brought out much of the ordning. They were kind of a military leader, essentially, that is keeping it together by force, making sure that there are certain individuals that stay in line. So essentially they're like near the top, maybe not the full top, but definitely one of the top beings in the concept of the military might of the ordning of giants, which is pretty high. So you need to basically dismantle that individual status, which is not easy to do unless you are able to find a higher position and be able to bring ruin into that space. And essentially what that means is that you would have to say, oh, I don't know, go into the actual kingdom of this creature, find them in their palace or castle or whatever, get past their however many individuals that they actually have at their disposal to be, oh, I'm assuming on the plane of air, they probably got a full cloud castle of some kind that you'd have to figure out how to maneuver and get through the actual labyrinth within the airplane itself and maneuver that. And then you would actually have to be able to maybe find a special weapon that could actually fell the giant. There are many weapons that exist. They're certainly difficult to find. You would be able to do that. And then I think the best thing you could do is, well, the simplest answer is that you kill the Storm King, and that would probably break the bonds, because once that happens, you don't have to necessarily worry about station or status, unless there's some other tether that they have to them, some other kind of powerful arcane item or something. But usually with a genie, it's something that they hold in because of status. So you would have to destroy the Storm King status, and that would mean killing it.
So thank you for that information. A lot of it does coincide with what my plans are. One of them being is, what if I know his son, the prince?
His son, the prince?
Yes.
Palomina kind of pulls back for a moment, and she's like, I actually don't know. Wasn't under the awareness that he had a son. I mean, if
Was that not supposed to be
you
known?
know this, you know the Storm King has a son, and you know him.
I feel like I said too much. But yes. I mean, I've already said it, so yes. I feel like I should don't go spreading that information around. Not a lot of people.
I'm
know
not
about
going
it.
anywhere with any of you anytime soon. So that's not. I'm gonna hopefully forget it. This never happened. Look, as far as I understand it, what I can understand is simple with this. It seems as if you have a destination in mind already. It seems that wherever it is you need to go is the plane of air, which is why these are so important.
The airplane.
Sorry.
I mean, honestly, if you try to go to the plane of air, it's going to be rather difficult, but you could certainly find elements. And if Talos actually does have access to it, that would make sense. Yeah, he probably has an open plane somewhere, like an open gate to it. If you go through that gate, yeah, that makes sense. Well, I guess, yeah, if that's the case, you will have to just find the gate that they have for going to the plane of air, and then many of your answers might already be, found.
I don't think it's that easy because I've come to realize a lot in this in a lot of my journey over the last few months that is I keep thinking it's going to be easy and it's not that easy. I don't really know how it's going to be hard, but I feel like what we're about to endure is not that easy as just knowing the prince, you know? So
Just so I know, you don't know how it's going to be hard, the idea of going into an inner plane of existence and fighting Storm King. And after
like I can see how it's hard, but we've got into other people's palaces and taken care of them pretty easily before. So I feel like you're a little practiced in it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I do think that what if I was just to take him out as in like a sleep dart or something, and then stab him in the neck, and then I'd just be done and over with, and then the prince would be the new king. Huzzah! Long live the new prince, the new king. That could work. I'm gonna write that down. That could work. And Nyxi just comes away.
Palamina turns to the stone, grabs it. Nyxi, you do whatever it is that you want. I have full faith that you will think of something I could never even imagine.
Thank you. I think
it's around this time that the you guys hear in the portal section like opens up, and then all of a sudden, Faelyn, you see this individual right at the entrance. You see Iber, the kind of like with his full-on pack coming with a bunch of stuff coming through. All right, hello there. Oh, look at this. We got a couple of new guests with us. It's nice to see you again. He kind of comes through the main through. Oh, Palamina, I was just going. And then he turns around and he sees Meave right in the corner right there. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Didn't mean to startle you. It's all right, Iber. Please come see me, please. Thank you. Iber says, Miss Palamina, you look all right. You look a right mess right now. Do I? Oh, that's all right. I'm totally fine, Iber. Certainly fine. Certainly fine. Iber, let me ask you something. In all of your days, would you have imagined in an instant the idea of wandering through these plains, collecting salvaged goods off of, you know, all the lost beings and dead creatures across the battlefield? Have you ever once in your entire life thought to antagonize the god of storms himself, the elder god of storms, the ones that helped reinforce the landscape of the world? Have you ever thought of that? Well, you know, that's not really my kind of prerogative in life. I just not really thought about that in the slightest. So no, I can't say I have. No, of course. Because you're a normal person, Iber. You're a normal person. You're a normal halfling with normal desires, and I thank you so very much for all of that, Iber.
He's just like us.
All right, I'm going to keep focusing on this. Iber, would you just talk to our guests about any problems they have, anything whatsoever?
So wait, you don't have anything that could help?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna take that as a no, and then I turn to Iber and be like, "Hi, my name's Nyxi. What's your name?" And I extend my hand, hoping he actually shakes it.
Oh, that took a moment for me. I'm sorry. It took me a second. Wow. Wow. All righty, hi there. I'm Iber. It's nice to meet your acquaintance. Yeah. So we're just gonna jump right ahead here. I don't know if we need a break or not. I'm just thinking about this shit.
Yeah.
So over the course of a long time, Palamina gets the spirit stones ready. I dare ask, does anybody have anything to do whatsoever? Anything? Yeah, red card. Yes. Do you have anything?
Yeah. I was just wondering if you all had any powdered iron, brimstone, and tallow, which is very similar. Tallow switched to tallow.
Towel?
Towel. Tallow. Towel. Tallow. 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 But tallow. I don't know what it is, but I need it for a spell. I'm sick and tired of not using that spell. So I'm gonna make it damn useful.
May I ask you a question here, Nyxi, very quickly? What spell is this for?
Flaming sphere.
Flaming sphere.
I
Okay,
want
that
a
I can, that will get me back
ball
in.
of
That will
fire.
get me back into reality.
Oh, Padon left. He's gone.
I think
Oh,
that
no.
last question pretty much did us all in.
What?
So
It's
Nyxi,
an ingredient list.
I'm
thing.
surprised Zoom didn't go down.
Nyxi, so Monika, you don't need
Component?
material components of this nature if you already have an arcane focus.
Didn't know that shit. Should have. I'm fucking level 8. I think I would know this by now. Anyway. So I could be cast. There's 2 of them that and then also for the same acid arrow. Yeah,
If
I'm
it doesn't,
guessing.
so as long as you don't have a material component that costs money, you're good.
Oh,
Like if it says that you have
doesn't
to
that
use
mean
this, if
anything?
you need. Well, no, it says if you have something that like you need like a thing that's like worth 25 gold pieces, then you would need that. Or if it like has
Well,
something
I'm
that's like
about to
1,000
wreak
gold pieces,
havoc.
yeah.
I'm definitely going to wreak havoc now, guys. Anyways, good to know. Thank you.
You are welcome. So, all of you take the time, process. Zummyar, how are you feeling?
Oh, Zummyar had good little meditation, just cleared his head, wasn't thinking about anything, just trying to center himself after, Talos said he was going to murder all of us. But he's still just super focused on getting these spirit stones done, getting Richard, and getting the fuck out of here.
Amazing. So, here's the thing. So the spirit stones are done. Palamine is able to allow them to be attuned to after a good while. Now you guys are able to attune to these now. Now, reminder that if you are attuned to 3 items already, you're going to need to drop one of the items to attune to these spirit stones. Doesn't mean you have to get rid of it. It just means that you're not connected to it. And you don't get the benefits, really.
I don't.
Well, I
think
mean, I
we
can
do
probably
anything.
unattune to the locket that helps me find spirit stones if I'm going to be attuned to a spirit stone.
Yeah, the locket itself, I think I readjusted it. It's not just spirit stones. It's also like you can cast locate object through it. But
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to drop that, you could. Okay.
Of the
So-
3, because I need the power pants for now.
You need the power pants. Okay. Yeah.
Am I attuned to either the Moon Touch sword or my spinal bow?
The spinal bow you are attuned to. The moon touch sword is not an attunement item.
Okay, so I shouldn't have 3 things then, so I'm good.
Okay, perfect. And Nyxi, do you have 3 things that you're attuned to?
I know 2 of them, which is my spell ring. And I'm pretty sure one of my guns. I'm just thinking if I know. I think it's only the ring.
Yeah, and your boots, right? You have boots that have spring.
Oh.
Do those have attunement as well? I'm just trying to remember.
The boots that are made for walking.
Well, that's just what they do.
One of these days, these boots are going to walk all over you.
Don't say that.
Don't
say that.
They'll actually hop over you.
People should be paying money for this shit. Oh,
Honestly. Comedy gold.
They should be paying $125 for a bi-weekly campaign.
I was about to say, yeah, that's exactly
Oh,
what.
too bad there's no space. Oh,
No.
Oh no.
You're gonna have to
Once
watch it.
Richard comes back, there'll be so many. Too many.
Yeah, take that, hippies. I was literally called a hippie. It was great. So,
Hippie.
your boots. Your boots do require attunement. So you would have 3 items.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
Oh, 2 or 3.
With all that being said, Palomina gets this all done. Meave's not really, he's kind of taking everything in with his eye stalks. Palomina looks at all of you once this is all finished. She says, all right, well, I think that's going to help. You mentioned before that there is a friend of yours as well. Iber, will you take this? She takes one of the stones and gives it to Iber. He's like, all right, yeah, I can take that, no problem. She says, all right, well, I think it would be best if all of you are able to leave as soon as you can. It's been I wish you all the best. Truly I do. I think that you all have a very daunting task ahead of you, and I think that yes, you are going to need to be careful, but certain that if you get out as fast as you can, you will be safe.
What do we have to do now to get out?
Well, I mentioned to Nyxi that you will just need to find. I recommend that with the tasks laid out, you're going to need to find a gate that enters into the plane of air, which you will be able to find, and then find your way through that.
Plane of air, no, to the material plane.
Unfortunately, this is important to understand. The outer planes of existence do not have a direct line to the material plane through their own means. They have planes, means of going through other outer planes or even some inner planes in regards to Ysgard, which will bring you closer to the material, which is actually quite lucky of you to all be here. But no outer plane of existence really has direct lines to the material anymore. That was something that was sealed a long time ago.
So we have to go through the airplane.
Yeah.
And then find a way to be able to get to
And in the airplane, there will be a door to the material.
A gate, a portal, something, yes. Potentially, I'd recommend finding allies, trying to find actual allies that can help you, people that could support you in your mission. I think that would be best. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Nyxi bounds up to her
Thank you.
and like holds her hand and puts a little flower in there and says, "Thank you so much, Palomina." And then she like bounds back to her group and be like, "Roll out."
Thank you.
Oh,
On a long
I
time
hate
for this.
to ask
Worked
any
a long
more of
time on
you,
that.
but yeah, I couldn't appreciate this more. We need to get back, but do you know where we could potentially go, where there would be a gate? If you don't, it's fine, but figured I would ask.
As far as I would know it, if you're looking for a particular gate, I think it would be one. I don't think it would be one that would set up in the kingdom. I don't know. You'd have to look around Ysgard, I think, because thing is, they wouldn't want easy access to Talos, but they also wouldn't want to make it something too far away for them to access on their own. It's a tricky thing. I've not journeyed around here enough to know exactly, but I'm sure that you would be able to potentially just look after some time. You're just going to need time to travel and the ability to just hunt and search.
Well, if we're looking for the airplane, I feel like, or the plane of air, I feel like it would be beneficial to put the gate somewhere where there would be elevated in case an army was to come through, because then they'd be at their strongest, right? Somewhere high and elevated. I'm just saying it in general, kind of talking to everybody just out in there.
Sorry, Faelyn, what was that?
Faelyn sort of gently leans down to Nyxi and says, "Let's go."
And then she like goes on her tippy toes and like whispers back, "Oh yeah, thank you, Paladina."
You're
And
welcome.
then she leaves off.
Thank you.
Even though
Sorry again
Nyxi doesn't know where she's
about
going. Nyxi
sorry
doesn't
again
know where
about
she's
the
going.
runes and having to redo all that. Thanks for helping us not be stoned. Thanks for that. You've done way too much for us.
No, it's all right. One thing I do ask, please be sure to give your keys to exit out of here to Iber. When you leave, he will walk out with you. Actually, Iber, stay behind. Actually, just make sure that you keep one and then you destroy it. Just scatter it. Take the pieces with you, and then make sure that those pieces are far away from here. I don't want anyone to try to assemble that.
Understood.
All right,
You
it was
got
nice
it.
to meet you all. Yeah, best of luck to you. So I'll be getting this to your friend, and we'll be good.
Excellent. Thank you.
Wait, what? You can?
Wait, well, what,
Do you know
giving
where
it
he
to
is?
Richard?
Well, no, but I'm gonna go on hunting for him while you guys all get out.
Well, we can't just leave him behind.
Oh, yes, we can. I
I
trust
mean,
Albert.
we have to find a way out, but like, then Richard's gonna have to find a way out. I don't know.
It doesn't make me feel good to leave him behind. But we do have an army behind us now. Somebody's fault. I don't know whose, but it is.
I don't think we have much choice, given
Let's
what
just,
is after us.
yeah, let's just go. We need to find our way out of here.
Okay. I haven't made the best decisions lately, so I remember talking to you guys
Faelyn.
earlier and saying that you guys make the main decisions for a little bit here. So you guys say,
Faelyn grabs Nyxi by the back of the head, and then just gonna be by the back of the squirrel
and
cloak.
she still rambles, and she's just like, "So I guess we're just gonna do what you say."
And you guys get to the gate, traveling back with me back into the crater expanse of the ruined settlement outside for Ysgard. The second that you guys come through here, you have a moment to breathe, you have a chance, and you begin to hear the sounds of rolling thunder
Fuck.
and a crack of lightning.
Fuck.
Scatter through the sky. Scatter through the sky. Scatter through the sky.
Do I see anything coming?
Make a perception check.
Thank you. 17.
17. You would
Oh,
see.
sorry, that's a dirty 20. That's a 13. Dark light. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You would see rolling through some of the like high islands and moats that are like floating in the actual air. You would see clouds kind of manifesting far off in the distance. These clouds are like kind of like small little pocket things. They're not necessarily like, it's not like, it's weird. You know, like those moments when you look up at the sky and you see like there's like a loose cloud kind of on itself by itself, and it's like seems it's so odd and distant from like mass amounts of clouds that are like far higher up in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what these are. They're like little small clouds individually kind of moving around the actual plane themselves. So you see a few of those like moving, but you also notice that they
Wait
are.
1 second. Padon left. Now he joined.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
I know he doesn't need to know, but like,
Yeah, I saw. So essentially, it's like where you'll notice these things and they're floating around and moving, and as they move, there we go. They seem to be looking for something. They seem to be moving as if they have intent, and it seems that they're guided. The sound of the thunder seems to be coming down then towards your direction.
We have
And
got
Nyxi,
to find.
I will say Nyxi hears in her mind. You thought you were clever enough to hide from me, do you? Well, 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 you couldn't hide for long. But you seem to have bought yourself some time for now. And my agents will soon be there to reap your souls. I'm purging them, bringing them to me directly. Yeah.
We've got to find cover, or Nyxi,
Yeah.
would you like to ask your little friend to simply find a gate to the plane of air as your second wish?
No.
Why not?
Palomina told me not to use my other 2 wishes until I get my shit sorted out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, keep it in mind, because we might die before we get our shit figured out.
Can I use my alter self?
Yeah,
Can
I
I
think we need to
discuss-
remember that those wishes are gone if we die anyways. And we have a god who wants to kill us.
Exactly.
You want to cast Alter Self, Nyxi?
Mhm.
Sure. You alter yourself, I think, in a few minor forms. How do you want to appear? What do you want to do?
Mm.
Can you become the god of storms?
Uh,
Meanwhile,
can I look like a somebody big? Can I look like just a random fae? I wanna look like Faelyn, but different.
Sure. Yeah, you look like a little bit more of a beefier miniature version of Faelyn. Your
Sort of.
features change to elven. You change your appearance in that. You're not terrible. You're not very tall, but yeah, you basically change all of your appearance to look exactly like Faelyn.
But like different. Like I kind of want like a different hair color, just so that we don't. It doesn't look suspicious.
Oh, so you
Sure.
just look like twins with different hair.
Got it.
And I'm
I'd
smaller.
say, Faelyn, what's your hair color?
my hair color is brown.
Perfect. Then your hair color changes into a dirty blonde, just immediately a dirty blonde.
So dirty.
Already.
Yeah. A beefy Faelyn with dirty blonde hair.
And then I go,
Interesting.
eh, 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 eh.
So,
Plus
Faelyn,
cuts through your mind once again. I'm sending my agents soon in this moment. They will be upon you momentarily. I would take this moment to
Okay,
say goodbye
fine.
to those
I'm
that
like,
you care
I'm
so much for.
hear this message
So
and I
I
relay both
lean-
messages to
I
them.
lean down to
So
Zummyar and say, perhaps Maeve knows where there might be a gate to the...
Yeah, I was just gonna ask him that. Hey Meave, uh, I'm gonna suggest that you probably leave us because we have Talos pretty much trying to kill us.
His central eye is
Well,
still
not
closed
pretty
right
much.
now, by the
He is
way.
trying to kill us. You can open your eye, Meave.
Yeah. Oh, different. Oh, I'm sorry.
Um, sorry, I got short with you there. There's a
It's all right.
lot going on right now,
I understand.
but I think you need to go get to safety and not be around us. We are not the people to be around right now. But I do want to ask if you heard any of that conversation, do you know anywhere where we could find a gate to the airplane?
I mean, I heard all of it. I didn't close my ears.
Yeah, but you could have been not listening. I don't know.
I might, I could have. I've not been here before, but I can certainly look around. I can do that very well, and I can try to find them.
Well, that's up to you. You don't have to do that for us, but
Well, I mean,
regardless, I think you need to keep some distance.
yeah.
Well, To be completely honest, I don't really, things weren't going too well for me on the upper plains of Ysgard, and I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind helping you all out with where you need to go. I don't mind it.
Thank you, Meave.
It's not safe though.
I mean,
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna. You can make your own decisions, but there's a very good chance that all of us are gonna have our souls purged.
Well, what's
And
one
I
more
don't know if you
place?
want to come back to the material plane or to the airplane with us, but that's where we're going. So
I don't know. It sounds fun.
I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Might need to use.
yeah, this last couple days has been nothing but fun. I'm having just the best time.
I don't really. I'm like your sarcasm right now. I think is he being sarcastic? I look at Faelyn. Is he being sarcastic? I can't.
I think he may be. Just please, Nyxi, keep in mind that we may need to use that wish.
Just tell me when to use it.
Okay, bless you.
Or we could just go like find another genie and tell it that we'll free it, and then we get 3 more wishes. We'll just keep adding onto the pile.
Well, now he's
That's not a bad idea.
Sarcastic.
He is.
Nyxi.
Oh.
That's very funny.
All right, which way to go? Meave, do you have an idea?
Let's see. And he uses his one ray on Zummyar, gets him picked up. You two are able to go up onto him. If anybody gives him the help action, he will be able to roll this with advantage.
Help.
Oh, yes.
I'll help him. We'll all help him.
Help
Does he get
button.
triple him? Help.
I press the help button.
Okay.
Oh, and that was easy.
Helps. Okay. So.
Don't poke him in the eye this time, Nyxi.
I won't. I hover. I don't actually poke him because I don't know where to poke him.
I'm gonna roll.
I forgot.
Okay, I need all 3 of you to roll d20s for me.
20.
Just the 20? Just
the
that?
d20. Just tell me what you get.
17.
15.
15 as well.
15. Okay. For the sake of this, I'm gonna roll an initiative thing just for Meave. See how fast he's going. Not very fast.
Holy
Meave is sacrificing speed for accuracy in terms of finding things. Because of this, you guys are being trailed by about, I'd say, 6 clouds that are right behind. Now, here's the thing. Meave flying, you guys at one point, I need you all, now Zummyar, you're going to fail this automatically. Cool. I need you guys to make dexterity saving throws while on Meave, and Meave's going to roll as well. That's a success.
Okay.
So I'm not going to fucking roll. I automatically fail.
You will automatically
19.
fail. Okay.
19.
Faelyn, 25.
Okay.
Not like I have a +6 dex save or anything.
Yeah, no.
Why doesn't he get any save? Why does he fail?
Because I'm in the telekinesis thing.
Yeah, he's being held right now, so Meave can carry him. All of you take 3 points of lightning damage. Zummyar, you take 7. As these these little these clouds collectively kind of strike out at all of you, just kind of like marking you more, but like also kind of like warming you up essentially to be like harmed later. However, Meave turns around immediately and suspends these clouds, which is it's like a perfect strategy. He turns around, suspends those things so they're no longer in existence. Any ones that kind of come through, he's able to block out and kind of redirect it. And he's got his other eyes directing, trying to find the actual gate itself. So he's like working in tandem to make sure he can like keep you guys safe, but also try to find this actual gate.
That is really impressive, Meave.
Thank you. He just keeps flying away. Now, in terms of the role, I need to be honest here. I unfortunately need to randomly select something because unfortunately there's just too many things I could throw at you guys.
You're saying unfortunately a lot, and it's making me really nervous.
I noticed that too.
Yeah, unfortunately it's the case.
Stop saying that.
Let's see, what's up?
You sound like that apparently kid from fucking.
What? Okay.
From what?
Apparently, I've never been on live television before.
I've never seen that.
You've never seen that video?
Send it to me. Yes, send it to me.
Just search up like the apparently kid, and it's just this little ginger kid.
I'm not going to remember to do that. And next thing you know, next session comes around and you're going to say that meme and I'm going to be like, still not.
If I remember it, that's like over 10 years old. It's got to be.
Okay.
If I remember, I'll send it.
All right.
If you
but
don't
unfortunately, Liam's going to kill us all.
Yeah, probably.
You guys
I still haven't created another character.
Flying through the area for a good while, going pretty slow. Here's what happens. You guys are flying with me, going through the different moats and islands of battlefield across Ysgard, flying from island to island tightly, trying to see what happens. Thankfully, in terms of what you guys had rolled for potential encounters, nothing like of a major threat would find you during this time. Instead, you guys face the wrath of Talos directly.
Even better.
I love that for us. That's exactly what I wanted.
In your guys' ascent, the very kind of like mid part of your travels, I'm going to describe to you guys what Meave is not paying attention to because he just can't. He would probably catch something, but he wouldn't notice it until it was a few hundred feet from him. Talos, essentially, there's a large island floating. Now, you guys are going on the outskirts of Ysgard. Now, you guys have been on the outskirts before. This is where Thor took you guys, and you guys were like stationed and fine. Without any harm coming to you. What Talos does is there's one moat floating in it on its own self, allowing itself just kind of like hovering in space. You guys are kind of drifting along with multiple moats in this area. Now, these things are able to suspend here just from whatever kind of magical presence within the force of this actual plane of existence. And Talos is able to exact a form of power within it, as this is truly one of his domains, like his true home plane where he resides. His power doesn't extend much into the material plane anymore. He's long past that. He's trying to bring it back. But his power does exist within this plane quite well. And so what he's able to do is this island essentially shakes vigorously, like all on its own, until essentially it stops floating and begins to hurl directly towards you guys. This colossal mound of earth and mountain and just otherworldly debris begins to hurl down towards all of you.
How it
I'm
Have
going
y'all
to
notice it?
Maeve, do you see this?
At this point, I need everybody to make perception checks, me included.
With a +1, that's a 3. Nyxi doesn't notice happening at all, pretty much. She's off in her own.
Wow.
Only
Zummyar got 18.
and then 9.
Okay. When you say that, Faelyn, you're like, Meave, are you seeing this? You're paying attention to like off in the distance. You see that there's like a giant like 3-headed snake fighting a what is it? Fighting basically like a giant like 2-headed polar bear essentially.
Bear.
And you're just like, do you see this?
Are you seeing this shit?
You seen this shit? Oh god. Okay. Yeah. So essentially, what's gonna happen is this: Zummyar sees it. Meave sees it. Meave is gonna roll a dexterity save with advantage, as are you, Zummyar. Essentially, this it's not even advantage. I apologize. What you guys do is you lower the DC essentially to get out of the way of this thing with a dexterity save. And here's the thing, Zummyar.
Okay.
Eve lets you out of the actual thing. He lets you out of the actual telekinesis thing because you're gonna need to be able to evade this. I need all of you to make dexterity saving throws, not with advantage. Zummyar, that was a thing on me. I need to just simply do math to add up what Talos's DC is.
Well. See, I rolled really good, like really, really good. But it's Talos, so I feel like it's still not gonna mean much.
24.
Dirty 20.
Also 24.
Okay. Zummyar, what was your perception, just so I can know?
Perception was 18.
Okay. Catch it. Me've got a 28. So I'm gonna say it takes it down there. Okay, so the DC has gone down to 19.
Okay.
So all of you are going to succeed on this. Meave does not succeed.
No, me.
No, me.
Am I going to be kind? No, let's get it over with. Okay.
What a good guy you are.
Am I going to be kind? No.
Have I mentioned you look particularly good today?
Thank
Yeah,
you.
just stunning.
Absolutely
Like your golden locks
stunning.
are just there. Very Goldilocks, you know. There you go.
Disgusting.
Disgusting. Are you on your phone?
Yeah.
Just turn it sideways.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so
It's because I'm looking at something right now on my
Leave it
phone.
so
If you can just see my big dumb face.
You focus on
I
all this
all
stuff
I
at the
see.
same
I
time.
just look at the glasses.
Stuff
They're
is
very
happening at the same
distracted.
time.
Such a beautiful face. So pretty.
Thank you.
So nice.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you very much. Be here all week. So the next two rolls that I just made, they're all shit. So just try to get those bad rolls out of the way, you know? Feel bad.
okay. I need you guys to tell me your max HP.
56.
Dude,
56,
70.
70,
65.
55. Okay. You all take 78 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to half.
Oh my god.
So you guys take 39 points of bludgeoning damage as you are all able to evade barely. Just kind of off the side, you begin to get hit by the actual like mound of earth itself, but you're able to like get to the sides of it. So you get to, like one of you gets like propulsion, like basically you get hit by like just a loose thing of rock that slams into you. You like scatter off to the side. Meave takes the full 78 as he is caught underneath it. He actually, with you, Zummyar, he propelled you out of the way with the telekinetic ray to the point where you just see him get almost like punched down by this. The
Jesus.
clouds reappear in this moment as they are only suspended, not gone. But yeah, Meave is fucked up, and he's going to try to rush back to all of you in this moment.
Jesus Christ. I just want to be like,
Right.
slow motion.
All right. You guys are dealing now with the clouds. I need you guys just to roll initiative here quickly.
Can I just use a wish?
You want to use a wish?
Nah, I'm only able to use a wish if they tell me to use a wish. I think that's our deal. Roll initiative.
11 for initiative.
Okay.
17.
13.
Okay. It goes Nyxi, Faelyn, the Clouds, Zummyar, and then Meave. So Nyxi, what are you doing here in this moment as these clouds form up, about to strike lightning at you guys?
Didn't realize this was happening so quickly. I got a quick question for you, Liam.
Yeah.
So Ray of Sickness, I just want to see if I can do this. It's kind of like a greenish cloud in itself. Would I be able to turn their cloud into poison?
It's not a cloud.
Just double checking.
It's a beam that just sends poison energy to something. It's not a cloud.
Can I
It's not
infect
like
it? Can I infect it?
I'd say go ahead. You can make either a nature or arcana check.
Or there's actually poison spray, which is a noxious gas.
Sure. Go ahead and make a nature or arcana check.
You have to be really close for that, though.
Yeah.
That is a dirty 20. Nope, 21.
Okay. So you would be able, if you cast Ray of Sickness and a focused, concentrated beam of poison energy towards one of these clouds, it's probably like a conjured being. If you disrupt its force enough, like the actual energy force within it, then you probably could dispel it. You could also maybe dispel magic, but it's like, trying to figure out what you could potentially do in that.
Yeah,
I will say you are falling right now as you're doing this.
That's okay. I open my squirrel suit and catch the wind.
So you catch it, go ahead and cast Ray of Sickness.
Sweet.
And I believe you get to add your alchemical thing to this as well.
I do. Must make a constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw?
Yeah.
Concentration.
Concentration, y'all.
That's our word of the day.
That's a failure.
Excellent. So that's 2d8 plus
Plus your concentration bonus.
Your constipation saving throw.
Can I use a higher level spell too? Like, can I cast it? It increases 1d8 for.
I'm gonna
I think
say
you would have had to indicate that initially.
You would have had to, you would have had to indicate.
My bad. Sorry, I should have. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, so that was a 6 and a 5, so that's 11, and then it's plus. Such a spell focus. What? Sorry, I forgot which one adds on to that. On top of that, I forgot.
Your intelligence score.
Okay, cool, perfect. Which my intelligence
or
is
your bonus.
Yeah, +3. So that would be 14.
Okay, this green beam impacts on the actual cloud itself. You begin to see the cloud begin to disperse a little bit. It's definitely effective on it, but it wasn't enough for it to completely disperse at this moment.
Okay, cool. And then since now I have that robe thing, can I disengage and swoop down to my brethren?
You're plummeting in the sky. Like you, I see what you mean. Yeah, you didn't have to engage with the clouds in the first place. Like you just had to shoot it. It's a range attack. It's not you getting close to it. So you're not even with
sweet. So I'm kind of just falling, but like not as dramatically because I have my suit out. Okay.
Perfect. Faelyn.
Cool. Then I give a middle finger as I'm going down.
Okay, so how we're all falling at the same rate?
Yes.
Okay, so is everyone close?
You are probably actually no. Zummyar's got slow fall. You're going probably the fastest, and Meave is probably closest to you. But he's still pretty far down because he got impacted by this giant island.
Come on. Okay. So how far away is Zummyar from me?
Zummyar's falling, you're falling at that rate. I'd say probably 100 feet.
Fuck me. This really sucks. So the only person within 30 feet, the only creature within 30 feet of me is Meave.
I wouldn't even say he was 30 feet. I'd say because if he was 30 feet, because the island was moving at a terminal velocity essentially and slammed into Meave, he's moving down below it. You were just impacted off the side. I'd say Meave might be close to 200 away from you. Being like generous, I think. Yeah.
What an idiot. Okay, I'm gonna have to wait till everyone hits the ground then.
You can hold your action if you want to.
Yeah, I don't see any other way around this. I'm gonna have to hold my action.
Okay, what do you want to hold your action to do?
I want to hold my action to cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay, sounds good. As that happens, the clouds are only around Nyxi. Yeah, they're really only around Nyxi because Nyxi's the only one that's like kind of flying around at this point. Everybody else is pretty much falling fast. Nyxi, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. More clouds have collected at this point here, so it's going to be a little bit of a higher thing. You're muted, Nyxi, I think.
Yeah. I said nat 20, nat 20 plus 1 if anybody you roll nat 20.
Okay. You take 12 points of lightning damage as the clouds strike lightning out to you, and you're able to like evade some of it moving across.
That hurts, bro.
Okay. Zummyar, it is your turn.
Okay. Zummyar tries to kind of make himself as big as he can to, like, I don't know, try to slow any type of this fall. And then yells at Meave and says, Meave, please try to catch me. And then I just close my eyes and invoke my blessing of ill matter. And also use a key point on patient defense for whatever that could help. I don't know if it will help anything, but
Okay. As you evoke the actual blessing of ill matter, you close yourself. It's a weird moment of closing yourself off and opening yourself up entirely. Your body becomes resilient to anything that could come towards you in the slightest element. It allows you to become more hardy, and at the same time, you open yourself up to just the world around you and all of the pain and all of the potential damage that can be impacted. You feel almost the entire presence, like in your surrounding area, of the pain that is being inflicted and endured at the same time. It's like tragic, but also bolsters you and inspires you at the same time. What are the effects of the blessing again?
once per day can evoke, and it'll last for a minute. And I have resistance to all damage. I have advantage on death saves. And as a reaction to a creature within 60 feet taking damage, I can reduce the damage by half and take the reduced damage.
Okay, sounds good. So with that, Meave, you what is it? Meave's moment as he's coming through here, he casts out. You feel a beam hit you, Faelyn, and then all of a sudden, this like on your rush, you get caught and you're suspended in the air, and then you see this giant eyeball floating up in the sky, saying, "I'm coming for you, Zumi!" And Meave just slowly hovering, keeping his eye closed, like his main eye closed on you, so he doesn't cause you to lose any magical abilities as you come through. As he sees he's hurtling towards you, the power that you feel as the cords tighten around your wrists, you begin to descend closer as Meave is about to catch you. Nyxi, it's your turn here.
Can I say to Meave, get us close together, all of us, quickly.
I'll do my best.
He's panicking.
Nyxi, you're muted still.
Just because when I drink tea, I don't want it on the recording of like,
Oh no, you're drinking something.
Yeah, but I have headphones and it's so close. You can hear me like chewing and gulping. It's
You know what? After doing that,
not nice.
I kind of get it. You don't want that to be.
Anyways, so sorry about that. Anyways, I attack him again.
Okay, go ahead and attack that cloud.
Yeah,
Attack that cloud.
but this time I'm using second level.
That way.
Hey, you attacking that cloud. Oh.
Yeah. Did I use Ray of Sickness last time? Yes.
It does succeed its con save this time.
Is it half damage then?
Yeah.
Or is it just no damage?
Half damage.
That's at least you're still something then.
15, 20. So it'd be 10. So
Nice. And did you add your +3 to it?
no, I didn't. No, so that's 20 plus 3. So whenever you want to have that,
23.
11 or 12.
23, so 11.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it would be.
Does it round up? I was just thinking round up or round down, but
It rounds down.
Yeah. You send that beam towards that cloud that you hit before, and it disperses completely, bursting just like kind of like from the actual like form it has, scattering off.
And then
right.
I use an extra move because I have that, right? I can use an additional move.
Yeah, you can dash.
Yeah, cool. Can I, in the flying sense, dash kind of like towards me?
Yeah, no, and you focus your body to be more aerodynamic, just like a needle, like heading right towards Meave. Essentially, you're gonna get to him, like get within that like 30 feet distance. Faelyn, it is your turn, and for your held action, do you want to cast Pass Without a Trace?
Yes, please.
You cast it. I'm gonna say that is it a 30-foot range?
It's a 30-foot, yeah.
Okay, so I'll say that Nyxi will not be within that range immediately, but she'll be in the range basically coming up. So you could cast it on you, Meave, and Zummyar.
Okay. Bless you. Yep. Yes, please. Pass without trace.
All three of you have Pass Without a Trace. All right.
What does that do? Sorry, just questioning.
Isn't it for stealth?
It's so it's a veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking me and my companions from detection for an hour.
I'm still gonna be detected wherever I go. Like,
Yeah, and each of us has a +10 bonus to dexterity stealth checks.
Yeah.
It's funny, Nyxi, as you're hurtling towards them, you could swear that you thought you saw them, and then all of a sudden shadow just encompasses them, and you're like, and then you don't know where they are at that moment.
I'm like, I'm just gonna go for the direction that I see that they're like kind of floating slash falling, like wherever they are, I kind of just beam it for that area and hope I don't run into them.
All right. Faelyn, what are you gonna do now?
So I'm held by Meave. I will, well, first of all, I'll yell to Nyxi this way.
Do I hear that, DM? I just want to know. Like,
Oh yeah,
or
you
does it
hear
like
that, but
sound
it's
around me?
that's
Is
your
it around
question.
me, or is it like a specific direction that I know? Like I
You
hear
would
it.
hear.
And
Yeah,
then
you would hear that for sure.
and then I'm going to just out of I figure out of the first Matrix movie, I'm gonna turn onto my back like Trinity shooting as she falls out the window. And
I'll say that Meave unleashes you from the ray as he hurls you up so that you're not restrained and you can actually do that.
okay, thank you. And I will take a shot at this the closest quote cloud.
Sounds good. Go ahead and make an attack.
All right. A couple probably. And do I get my Dread Ambusher or no?
Not for this. No, that would
No.
be on the first action.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Just checking. Okay. So we have a oh hell yeah. And that's a 27 to hit.
That hits.
How do I lose my 1d8? It's really what I need. Okay, got it. And we have 2 plus 4. And I cannot cast Hunter's Mark because Pass Without Trace requires concentration, so that is 7 damage.
7 damage. Total?
Well, 1d8 plus Dex. That's all I get.
And you're using a magical arrow because that's really all you have.
Oh, right. Plus 2. Okay, so 9 damage.
Okay.
I'll use a plus 2.
You feel it, and because of the actual arcane power within the arrow, the energy within the cloud actually splits a little bit. Go ahead and make another attack if you want.
Nice. Yes, please. 14 plus 9, 23.
Okay. That's going to hit as well.
Okay. And 3 plus 2, 5, 6, 7 damage.
7.
Damage.
Okay. Yeah, you make contact with that arrow one again. Causing it to disperse a little bit more. Now the clouds are not fully within the range to be able to hit all of you, but they're going to get closer. Zummyar, it's your turn.
Not a whole lot I can do. As I'm falling, I guess I'm assuming Meave is still coming to catch me.
Well, it's he's coming, and as you're slow falling, like he's moving, you're essentially gonna like land right on. He's gonna use his beam to catch you on his next turn.
Okay. So while I'm falling, I'm just gonna touch myself and cast a second level Cure Wounds on myself,
That feels good.
which is 2d8 plus 4.
Sweet.
So let's see. And that's a fucking great start. So I get 11 HP back.
Alrighty.
I rolled a 1 and a fucking 6.
You feel yourself begin to actually like restore your energy as you're taking on this ability to like suffer more as that begins to come through in your body. You hurl down. Meave catches you in the ray. He sends off another one directly at one of the clouds. Clouds does not been hit, and it disperses. Nyxi, on your
Thanks,
turn,
Meave.
you you're welcome. And it's like a torpedo gnome smacks into this eye stalk. He takes another 5 points. Well, no, Nyxi was going full terminal. I gotta be honest. He's getting at least 60 feet of fall damage. Nyxi.
Yes.
But
Go ahead
Nyxi's
and make
tiny.
a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Lordy. my constitution. The +3, so that's 18.
Okay, you succeed. You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage
Oh.
as you hurl into Meave here. Like a torpedo. Okay, it's your turn though. Like he's got a giant, he's got a gaping wound from this meteor, and you just kind of like put yourself into that wound at this point.
It's like a car seat.
Who said that I was gonna just hit him? I was gonna, like lighten the load at the end. I'm not stupid.
Make a perception check then. Make a perception check.
The 13.
Okay. +10. You, with the +10 on the pass without trace, you were going to do that, but you released your wings as you made contact with Meave, opening his wound up, exposing him even more.
Oh, I just made worse. I'll just take the 10 points and I'll shut the fuck up. And I'm like, oh god, Meave, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's
all right. You came out of nowhere. You came out of nowhere.
Okay.
Nowhere. How many more clouds are around us? How many?
You say
right
about
back.
4 of them. 4 of them at this moment.
Well, considering that I have only 7 points of health left, and I don't really feel like putting that burden on my teammates. I already used all my second level spells, so I'm just gonna do a cure wounds at first level on myself, which is fine. It's 1d8 plus my spell casting plus also my spell casting twice, so that'll be a 6 plus 1d8. Did I get it right this time?
Yeah, you did.
Look at me
Fantastic.
improving.
Nice.
I'm improving. So 6 plus 6, 12. So I gained 6 points.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, 12
learn.
points of health.
Alrighty. It then goes to Faelyn at that point. And David took a little moment to walk away. Guys, this is going on really fun right now. We're having fun.
Well, can't I? Am I allowed to use hide action? It says I can hide. I don't know if I can really hide in Sky, but can I like kind of press myself, kind of try hiding for my extra action?
Sure. I'll make a stealth check in Meave's wound.
Oh god, I feel so bad. I'm already there. I can't move anyways. Guys, what? It's a dirty 20. I've never had a stealth check like this. Remember, it's always under 9. I never.
Okay, so you.
Sorry, I just got really excited. It never happened to me before.
Well, you have a choice. Do you want to hide deeper in Meave's wound, or do you want to like go on his underside?
I'm going on his other side. I'm not cruel.
Okay, you pull out of Meave's wound essentially and go and hang on one of his eye stalks, and then are able to like lay yourself out as like looking like a weird tick on his back, like completely hidden.
Like David, guess what? Guess what my stealth was? Guess what my roll was?
1.
You think so, right? No, 19 plus 1. Dirty 20.
So stealthy.
Your turn as you see Nyxi crawl out of the wound and just like move into Beck's face.
Like a little gremlin, like a little fucking bug. Just
yeah, the gremlin's back.
Exactly. I'm like, I'm sorry, Neve. I'm sorry.
Nyxi the gremlin is back. We're glad to see it.
Nyxi the gremlin never left.
No.
He's always been here. That's why we're in these situations.
True.
Gremlin plus naivety. Anyways, David.
Yeah.
Show us what you got.
All right, it's all me. Eh? Okay, so I'm going to take another shot at the closest cloud.
You got it.
Uh, 22 to hit.
That hits.
Yes. And this will be with +1 arrows.
Sounds good.
+1.
Yeah, good choice.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
9 damage.
Yeah.
Same cloud you are making contact with, the arrow fires, and the arcane energy splits it completely apart, dissipates. There are 3 clouds left.
Next cloud close, the next cloud up.
Okay, got it.
Oh, ball sack. God, add, Dave. 13 to hit.
13. I don't believe that is going to hit. No, it's not going to hit as you scale over the actual cloud.
Okay.
All right. I need everybody to make dexterity saving throws again.
Really
Okay,
cool.
let me do my math here. I'll be right there.
Nyxi,
get
you
off
get
the
with
bat
advantage?
to the mat.
You're going to roll with advantage here, Nyxi.
Thank God, because
I'm not.
that one was shit. All right. Wait, Dex.
Oh, and right, Zummyar, you're held in place here, so we'll fail this.
Oh, cool.
Faelyn.
You really just gotta hang
25.
on to Meeb's back. You know, I know it's gross,
Okay.
But I do have resistance to all damage.
Yes, you do.
Oh. Anyways, that was 18.
And
Thank God, this is my first roll of 7.
Everyone who succeeded that got, I believe it is anyone who got a 13 or higher takes 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I take 4 points of damage. I resist.
I resist. You and your patriarch.
It is now we go to Zummyar. Zummyar, you are currently being restrained right now, so you don't have really much to do here.
Okay, can I say, like, do I see any of the clouds around me?
Yes, you do.
Okay, I'm gonna say Mead, let me go for 1 second, and if he can just like draw me for 1 second, and I can cast a sacred flame at one of the clouds.
Yeah, he tosses you up with the telekinesis ray as you fly up.
Is there one that's been hit already?
None of these ones. None of these ones.
Okay, I'll just closest one then. Cast the sacred flame at it, and it's a dex save of 15.
Okay. That's a failure.
Okay, I would get 1d8.
Nice.
Woo!
You're a higher.
That is.
Yeah, 1 second though. I think you'd get a higher level though because I think you get 2d8.
I think that's at, or I thought it was at 5th level, but maybe I'm wrong.
Well, I think it's like 5th character level. It's not 5th level cleric.
Oh, is it?
I would think so. Yeah.
If it's 5th character level in general, then I probably get 2d8.
Yeah, you get 2d8.
Okay, well, I'll roll one more then. And I rolled a 1, so that's 5 damage.
Nice.
Woo!
Fire catches in the storm cloud as a dark black beam comes behind you, and another cloud is impacted and just kind of like melts away, almost as if like a cloud itself was like just melting in front of your face.
Like on candy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And
And I just do that and I say, still not used to the fact that I can do stuff like that.
And immediately
That's so cool.
you're caught again in the telekinetic ray because I rolled again for it. Lucky you.
I'm assuming that the +10 bonus to Dex because of the pass without trace wouldn't affect anything that's
Not
just
Dex,
happened.
it's stealth. It's
It's
just stealth.
Oh, sorry, it's stealth. Yeah, okay.
Pass without
Yeah.
trace. I got a 10 to all of my Dex checks, which means attack rolls too.
Woo!
Using how it's written. Okay, I get it.
Okay, that goes to Nyxi.
Cool. How many are left? 1, 2?
2.
2. 2, eh? And how far are they away?
I'd say from you guys, you're coming up on them. You're getting within the 50 feet area marker. Maybe even, yeah, I'd say 50.
Can I use my hand cannon?
Yeah, you can use your hand cannon. Is it a magical attack?
Sure. Wait, does it count if I'm on mute? Does he dispel it?
Is it a magic?
No,
is
it's
it,
just.
no. Is it a magical?
Oh no,
weapon?
it's just no. This is just my hand cannon.
It won't do damage if it's not magical, I don't
You can
think.
make an attack to see.
Oh, right. No, they didn't save me because I don't think I do.
Padon already knows. He's like, we've been casting magical shit, and it's like if you're gonna just shoot a gun off, it's just gonna go right through that thing.
Yeah, it's a cloud. I think like you have
Shoot
to do
the
magic
clouds!
to
I thought they
Shoot
were
the
still
clouds!
clouds.
America.
Dirty Harry's next sequel.
We're all doing magic. Nyxi just pulls out a gun, like,
Come on and
I got
cry.
it, guys.
Go ahead and
You said
cry.
50 feet. Okay.
Let's see that.
I'm just gonna do Ray of Sickness then. Just one more
Sounds
time.
good.
Yeah. Let's get it. Just at the first level spell. I don't care.
That's a success in the con save.
Damn. Come on. It's a 2d8. So it'll be just half of it. Oh, plus my 3. Okay, so that was an 8 plus a 3. So that's 11 plus 3. So that's 14. So 7 points.
Okay.
Damage.
It's beginning to disperse a little bit more. It's looking pretty bad. Faelyn, your turn. You got one that's kind of losing its energy and the other one that looks fine.
Yeah, I'll go for the one that's losing its energy, please.
You got it.
25 to hit.
That hits.
+1 arrow. So nice. Another 7, 8, +4. There's a good one. 12 damage.
That arrow splits that cloud completely.
Other cloud that's undamaged.
Okay.
What's fuck me? 24 to hit.
That hits.
+1 arrow. Darn. That's 2 plus. Boy, I wish I'd switched those two. 6 damage.
6 damage. This one's beginning to disperse. I need all of you to make another dexterity save. You fail again, Zummyar.
No, you fail, DM.
No, you fail, player.
14 plus 1, that's 15.
Okay.
Coming. I'm just tracking my arrows.
Anybody else get that moment where you're hungry, but you just ate, so you shouldn't be snacking, but you feel snacky? Because that's what I feel like right now.
Absolutely.
19.
Okay. You two take 2 points of lightning damage.
I also take 2 points of lightning damage. So I'm resistant.
No, who's losing now?
Resistant.
I am. Haha. Okay. Zummyar, it's your turn.
Okay. So there's one cloud left?
Yeah, and at the rate Meave's going, you guys are about 30 feet from it.
Okay. Say, all right, Meave, one more time. And if he can toss me in the air.
Tosses you in the air.
And I do like a barrel roll in the air. And when I see the cloud, I just point out at it and cast one more Sacred Flame.
Okay, I gotta roll a dex save.
Yeah. 15.
That's a 16.
Then it takes no damage.
Wah! Shit! And you begin to fall again.
Catch me.
Oh my god, I rolled another telekinetic ray. That's crazy as hell. Catches you. He can't put the thing to sleep, but he does commit the death ray, which is like 10d10.
Jesus.
10d10?
Wow.
Yep, 10d10.
Yeah, it's called the
Just
Death
take it.
Ray.
Wow.
Where was this when the army showed up?
He was using it
Me
like he
fucked up that Minotaur for us.
yeah.
Oh, that's
I
true.
think
That's very
he
true.
used a ray on the Minotaur that literally sucked its life force out of its being, like, and also with the mage that he was attacking.
That's
No one
true.
sucks
That's
like
very
me.
true.
Causes Jesus. He
Sucks
causes
real hard.
the cloud to melt.
That sure would be handy to have.
In this moment, Meave begins
I
to
want his
fly,
magical
bleeding,
abilities.
just like purplish orange blood. You're right. Escape.
Oh, I need to save this dude.
Over the
Go,
course,
Meave, go.
over the course of your guys' journey across Ysgard along the outskirts, you notice, along with Meave, that there is a swirling vortex There are still many islands and moats off in the far outskirts, but there's a massive vortex whirling, almost like a tunnel. And Meave's like, I think that's it. And he immediately begins to go towards it. He's like, oh, I know this is it. Oh no. And he just starts to he gets caught in this like kind of like wind tunnel, and he just begins to float through it. You guys see before you this cosmic planar gateway that is like leading off into this surging area, and you guys can feel yourselves like almost as if you're taking in one full big gust of breath as you are being pulled towards it. It's overwhelming.
Airplane.
Airplane.
You guys feel...
What's your vector, Victor? Everyone with me? Thank you.
You have clearance, Clarence, and you guys begin to see as you are being pulled in swirling mess, as you guys hear just like this torrent of air rushing through as you begin to go through. Your forms almost like feel as if they want to disapparate and move into the wind, but they stay and maintain. And as you are going through the tunnel, Nyxi, you hear a voice. Do you think that I would allow you passage into my own personal entryway to where my followers would be, so that you could lay your insolent poison into their ears? No.
Yeah.
Keep dreaming. You hear thunder roar as all of a sudden the torrent, the flow that the tunnel that you were going through immediately begins to shift and close. You feel yourselves still being sucked through, but now what you see before you at first seemed like clouds and wind was rushing almost in a wild pattern, and then all of a sudden the gate closes and opens up into something almost like intangible. You see yourself go almost through this like silvery passage as you still caught within the torrent, flood through the gate. The voice in your mind, Nyxi, is lost. The weight that you felt before with the god inside of your mind closes, and you are tossed into a far silvery sea. And you look behind you as me floating, you all witness a giant violet portal door just suspended in almost like nothingness. It's almost like a two-dimensional sphere. And you are all just floating for a brief instant. And we're going to take our break from there, and then we will find out where exactly the hell you guys are.
Fabulous. Awesome.
Fuck, we were so close. So close.
We were getting sucked into the hole.
The hole is the goal. But apparently not every hole is the goal, apparently.
Damn it. All right, well, damn it.
We'll be right back, you guys.
Yeah.
On this.
No!
Yes, no, I'm sorry. I need to record on this. I need to, because Monika, I love you. I love you to death.
I'm just asking a general question.
You're asking me if Talos, so we're just saying Talos saw through your alter self?
Yeah. Like, I didn't look like myself. I was a dirty, blonde, muscular, miniature version of Faelyn. How did you see through it? I'm just
Well,
saying.
considering he's talking to you inside of your brain, I don't think what you look like here really matters all that much.
I could have confused him for a few seconds at least. Just enough for us to get to the portal.
Who is this muscular elf? This tiny muscular elf.
You will not destroy and corrupt my followers. Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong number.
I'm sorry. You're
One
not the
second.
person I was looking for.
I was I'm sorry. I'm standing right next to you, and I.
Let me open up that portal to the airplane for you.
Oh,
Sarah.
thank you, sir.
My mistake.
We all make mistakes. It's fine.
That's the
You know,
funniest
Talos.
thing.
He's just a great guy, and if he makes a mistake, he'll just.
Oh, jeez.
Rectify it.
Hey,
That's my
Hey.
bad.
muscly elf person. I must tell you, I really, really dig the vibe. I gotta say, I got a kingdom over here with a bunch of people who just like train constantly. You want to like get a makeshift gym at some point? You feel free. You come over here.
Oh
Hey,
yeah, I'll get on that.
you wanna go do something on Saturday?
Come on,
The
we
idea
got
of
this.
Talos making friends.
Meet all of my constituents and my most devoted and loyal people. Come, let us all
I'm gonna
bask in
have
my
to keep
glory.
casting alter self on my